How do you know when it's live?
Usually it starts without me noticing it.
Right. So 3, 2, 1, live. No.
Yeah, you're live now.
We're live. Clap aboard. Come in, Mr. Vincent Clarke.
Mr. Andrew Bell, welcome.
Hi. How are you doing, Vince? How do you know?
I'm good, actually. How are you?
I have to say you look very fresh. Like you've all well, it's because you've shaved and had a bath or whatever, or a shower. But so I heard you had your afternoon siesta, which is very special.
It's turned into a bit of a thing now, you know, around about 2 o'clock,
yeah.
I have about an hour on the couch.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because there's not a lot going on really. It's I'm finding myself doing that more and more. I don't know about you. I mean, I'm sleeping longer.
Yeah, I always find I mean, this week my hours have got muddled again. So I've been like not getting sleep till about 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. And then of course you have to, you don't wake up till like 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock again. So and then you try and make yourself go to bed, and then you can't sleep, But I mean, usually if I'm watching the news, like I wake up, watch the quiz shows and things on the TV, and then like by the time the news is on, I fall asleep for like a couple of hours. And I did it today as well. When I got back, I was so tired. I had my COVID test this morning in Hammersmith. Yeah, for fit to fly test.
How was it?
It was fine. It hurt, yeah. Apart from this, because he stuck the thing up your nose. I said, oh no, you can't put it up my nose. It's like, because when I was a kid, I ran into the back of a piano, and I don't know if you know that story. I was like running around the corridor really fast, like in juniors or infants. I had I had just my socks on, and I was running down the corridor and ran into the assembly hall, and I couldn't stop myself, and I was sliding on my socks and went straight back into one of those upright pianos, and my nose bleeding down. It's like they couldn't stop it for ages, So I said to the guy, no, you can't put it up there. And he says, oh no, we have to. So he put it up there, and it really hurt. It's like
Did it?
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
It really
my
hurt.
son had
like that,
My son, he had to have some dental work done in the hospital.
Yeah.
And before he could go into the hospital, they had to. They said you can't, have this operation until you have a COVID test.
Yeah.
And so we're dreading it because, like, my son has got no, you can't stand pain. I mean, who can?
Yeah.
But, at the same time.
Yeah.
But actually, he said it was the most painful thing that he's experienced. I mean, he's 15. I mean, but an experience. But he did it though. He didn't. I mean, usually he would just stop them. He would like start fighting. Actually just stop them doing it. But this time around, I think because he realised it was so important.
Yeah.
So did you have to have your COVID test for the flight?
Well, I'm not sure if it's like necessary, but I thought, well, I might as well do it, and then it's only like a couple of days before the flight, just in case they are, So paper saying it's negative. I mean, I get the result on Sunday, but I haven't got any antibodies so far. It was like really, really tiny, the number. So I mean, that's like a separate thing, but I don't know if it. And somebody apparently it doesn't last because some minister here in the UK had COVID, and then she got over, and then she had the antibodies, and then the antibodies just went away. So it's not like, it's not like you that's why people have been getting it again afterwards.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was that today. So it was quite productive, really, and then, I mean, hopefully, I've got my O1, so I was kind of hoping maybe you might come down just for a long weekend or something, Vince, because I'm there for like 2 months.
I know. So I mean, I'm shocked that I'm surprised that you managed to get a flight even, you know.
Yeah, I mean the flights seem to be. I mean, there's not loads of flights, you know, but they seem to be kind of building back, like slowly. And they're talking about, you know, opening a bridge between New York and London. You know, like where anyone can fly, really. So that's a good one. That's good. But they stopped that flight. That the 001 flight that I used to really like is not going anymore. The one
So who are you flying
with British Airways. Yeah. So
where are you flying to?
To Miami.
Oh, straight to Miami. That's good.
Yeah, straight to Miami. Yeah. So it's fingers crossed, really. You know.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, we do. I mean, our rehearsals begin. I know it's not till the summer, but at the is it the Maffey Theatre, or we call it, or
I think so. Yeah.
Centre. So at least it's Miami, you know. So when if you come down, we can like talk about the show and stuff, and the new tunes, like have a listen through them, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I was quite.
Well, here it's because I don't know if you've. I mean, I don't know if you've been following it, but you know, New York, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Connecticut, they're kind of the green zones at the moment.
Oh,
so
okay.
you can kind of travel between those zones, but if you go outside those zones, then you have to go into quarantine.
Oh, you have to go into quarantine. Yeah, I mean, I'll be in quarantine anyway when I get there.
Right.
Like, you have to as well, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same as being here, though. I mean, it's all, you know. I mean, now they're doing lockdown by like small places, you know, like Manchester, Leeds, even really small towns are doing.
Really.
Yeah, it's all like different wherever you go. So it's quite confusing to people because they're calling it tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. You know, like the emergency amber, green, and red. But like people don't know because like if, you know, part of their families living in Yorkshire, part of their families in Leeds, and they're all different. They're all different zones. So they don't know if they can go and see their mum or their sister or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Also, my mum's home's been put down on lockdown again. That's why.
Really?
Last week I was a bit down in the dumps, you know, because I mean she doesn't mind, my mum doesn't mind, but they're all confined to their rooms, you know. And I think they've had 4 positive cases so far, you know. So, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, you know, you sort of like, I mean, I don't get depressed that often, you know that.
Yeah.
But when you just start thinking of things like in the long term, it sort of makes you.
It does. I've got to say, it does depress me. I mean, the thing that gets me is it's relentless. It's not like you can say, "Oh, Christmas time, we'll be all right," you know.
No.
Or there's any time or date, or you can go, "Okay, that's the time that we'll all chuck our masks into the air." It's there is no that doesn't, you know, that date isn't there, you know. So I've got to say I'm fed up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so of the live shows, you know, if they happen.
Yeah.
Like really, really, really looking forward to it because it's kind of it just makes you realise and makes you appreciate just the freedom of, like, you know, being able to perform and like having an audience there, people, you know, like, you know, it makes you so grateful for the fans and stuff. I mean, you know, I've heard, you know, Annie Lennox, she's been doing like a song per day live, like playing a piano. You know, I think that's like a lovely idea, you know, a really nice idea. I know we don't do that, but and then also something like Melissa Etheridge has been releasing a song per day, but it's kind of like it's sort of like a fan club thing where, you know, if you join the fan club, basically pay for it, and then she does a song each day or maybe once a week or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, hopefully it'll get sorted, but who knows?
We should do something like that, you know.
We should do like a live show or
Well, not a live show, but I mean, I like the idea of doing something regular.
yeah,
I like that, you know,
I think
rather
that's
than the pressure of doing a complete show, you know.
yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think we could maybe even do that with those new tracks, Vince. And because I was thinking, like, I know it was inspired by the neon, and you know, you kind of recreated them through the neon. But for me, I thought, well, it should be treated really as a new thing, not like a repackage. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I don't know. I don't know, because it wasn't, you know, because, you know, I shouldn't give it away really, but I mean, they, you know, because they do repackages anyway, and that wasn't the idea in the first place, was it? To re-record the track, to do the tracks. You were just inspired.
No, yeah, it was really a sideline. It was something because I was bored and I thought, oh, this is kind of interesting. And you know, I never meant it to be like a new album or anything. It was more something like an extra thing that people could. Because I think the way that Mute are looking at it is that they're gonna, you know, the idea is, I think, that they would want to release it to go with something. In other words, you know, they release a track with neon, and then on top of that, fans also get little extra bit, which happens to be 10 tracks.
Yeah.
Not a big deal at all, you know. It's not, and it was never meant as that, you know.
I think that's why I was getting too nervous about it. I think I was like making it more than it is.
No, it was never meant to be that. It was just an experiment, you know. It is an experiment, and I think it would be fun. I think some people would enjoy it and ever, but it was never meant as like. It was never meant as you know, when we did the touring circus.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant as that.
But it is like
it's a bit like that. It's a bit like that, but not really, because I think it's a little bit more away from the original. Yeah, it's me. I guess it's not exactly an album of remixes, but it's kind of
like new songs, isn't it?
No, not new songs particularly. No, I mean just you know, it's a sideline really.
But it's not like party mix though, is it? It's not like dance. Because I mean, because Gareth said he heard it and he said he loves it. He said it's really amazing, the music. So I can't wait to hear it. I mean, you know, admittedly, I've only heard one track, so I'm saving it for my trip. You know.
Anyway, people, folks, for those that don't understand, know what the hell we're talking about.
Would you just ourselves, like usual?
It's the alt neon that's going to alt neon that we've been working on for a while, and we'll be working on in the future, and hopefully it will come out sometime next year and be a part of something. It's just an extension, really, you know, neon extended. So how's Steve?
Steve's fine, hun. He was like, I shouldn't say. Well, he was out like waving the flag for who he's supporting in the election. So he was out on the street waving his flag, and I was like, "Good for you, boy," you know. Yeah. And no, he's fine. He's just the same though. He really misses me. You know, he's been lying on the sofa. You know, I mean, he does his yoga, but when it gets to a point, you know, when you're on your own, when you don't get dressed, you know, I'm in my dressing gown, you know, and you kind of feel like you're like an old person. I'm sorry, like an old.
No, I know.
You know, and you like watching TV and stuff, and then thinking what you're going to have for dinner and all that sort of stuff. But I've been speaking to my family, my sister. I spoke to her yesterday. and they're all
Yeah.
fun. They've got all their drama going on, you know, in
The
Peterborough.
usual.
Yeah, they had a bomb scare in the school.
No.
I know. There's, I mean, there's not. I always say there's nothing to do, but there kind of isn't, you know. I mean, they're all really busy because they're busy mums with their
Yeah.
work, you know. But yeah, that's it. And I see my friends. I've seen Barney. I saw Les. I saw Marion. She came over on the weekend. Finally, things fixed in the house, in the flat. So now I've got running water in the kitchen, which I didn't have. For,
Oh, really?
no, I didn't have for like the whole time I've been here. It's been running for like 1 week now. So I kind of feel like I've been living in the caravan. You know when it's things aren't working quite properly. Yeah. So it's all fine, but it's getting quite cold as well now, though. It's
Yeah, it is here as well too.
yeah, cold like a week ago, then it warmed up, and now it's cold again today. So
Yeah.
Quite glad to be leaving, really. You know.
Yeah. What do you think about the? I was looking at your set list and everything for the shows.
Long. It's a bit long, isn't it?
It's always long, Oscar. I mean, Oscar.
Yeah. Oscar, that's all right.
It's always long.
I know this. I know it's weird as well. It's a strange combination, isn't it?
I don't mind. I mean, I like I say. I mean, I think it's quite interesting. I think it was funny that the other day when Richard said, "Oh, you know, we need," or whoever said we need possibly a hit in that
a hit in the whole
section.
thing. A hit in the whole show. Yeah. No, I was just, you know, I was just trying to make it like more interesting and more, you know, more songs that you want to sing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's selfish, but I think
No, not really,
because it's performance. You know, you want to do a performance. You know, and okay, you have like a certain amount of singles.
Yeah.
And it's hard not to choose always the same singles that we do every single time. So to swap those around as well is quite tricky.
Yeah.
And then just like choosing favorite tracks from albums or stuff that I think have a really good delivery, or they're quite challenging for me to sing. So I think that's good to have that, you know, because you have to have something. You have to have like a goal for the show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working actually for ages and ages now on the Moxie rework of Sacred.
Oh right,
you forgot. You told me to do that.
Oh, because I forgot about that because I just keep putting all these things, you know. Yeah, because I knew we were doing that song, but I forgot it was that mix. But it's a quite sort of choral beginning, isn't it? That one.
It's quite sort of. It's not as, you know, in your face.
Yeah, it's not like.
And I like that, you know. At the first I thought, what the hell is he talking about, you know?
Oh, no.
And then I heard it, and I thought, I've been listening to it over and over again. I've been analysing it, you know.
Yeah.
And thinking, yeah, man. You know what? I never really liked that riff in Sacred.
Oh right, which one?
Went
I
never liked that.
Yeah.
It was too much like in your face and everything.
Yes. Yeah.
And I like the subtlety of the chorus in the Moxie.
Yeah.
In the Moxie version. So I've done a sort of it's not exactly the remix, but I've done a version in the style of
Fabulous.
Moxie style.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yeah.
No, I just think it's good just to have like as you say, reinterpretations of songs.
Yeah.
And do them in a completely. I mean, it's not like, you know, unrecognizable way, but
no,
you know, like even turning an up tempo song into a ballad or something. Do you know what I mean? Like some into a ballad, or, you know, not necessarily that, but things. And I think it's lovely as well. I think, well, we don't want to give the show away though, do we?
I'll give it away. What the hell, you know?
Well, because you know which song we're using is the encore.
Yeah. I didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I know.
Right, but that's going to be like this lovely tunnel of love. So you're going to feel like you're on a ride, like a ride. I think it's a great imagery for that song at the end, and that's kind of like our undefined classic, isn't it? Because it wasn't,
Yeah.
it was never like a huge song, but
No.
it's like it's seen as one of our classic songs.
I think it's quite when I think about that song, I always think it sounds like a bit like a hymn.
Yes, yeah, it is really, and
And
also
that can be done you can do that in so many ways. I mean, you could,
yeah,
you can do that.
beautiful, really beautiful.
Yeah.
But I think as well, it's like because you do things the same. I'm not saying we do things the same for like years on end, like tour wise, have the same for all these different things. And I think like, don't do it,
That's
just
fine.
change it. If people hate it, well, we deal with it,
No, I'm totally happy with that. I mean, I we have a lot of songs, or I have a lot of songs in stock, so if we get to a point we go, you know what, that sounds like shit, or it doesn't work live, and we can just move on and do something different, which is fine by me, It's like, what's the song that you wanted to, but I don't have the
Fly Away.
Fly Away, yeah. And I really like that song.
Lovely, that song. Yeah.
I think that's a real singer's song.
Yeah. I don't know, did you ever see that video? There's this amazing video. It's like a Japanese anime video they put to it. And it's this guy like going on the underground but they're kind of like cartoons. They're sort of, it's like a mixture between real people and cartoons. It's amazing. I was hoping the video guys could find it, but I don't know
Can
what
they?
it's. Well, they probably would. I'm sure some fan knows what it is, but I don't know what it's called.
Right.
It's great. That's the reason why I wanted to do that song, is because because of the song, but that video takes it to another place.
Level.
Yeah.
Because I spoke to Mew, and they tried to get the original.
Oh right.
24 track because
is it on Love Boat? Can't remember.
Fly Away. I'm sure someone will tell us in about 17 seconds.
Something with world in the title.
But because all of those all the vaults where it's all kept.
Oh yeah.
You can't get to them. I mean, especially if it belongs to BMG, it's even more impossible. I mean, mute vaults are probably a little bit more accessible, but not the BMG
Sean's
vault.
got the key, hasn't he? Sean. Maybe he can find it for us.
We should do. Well, I don't mind. I like when you said about reprogramming it, and actually that's more interesting for me.
But it's, pardon me, but it's very. I mean, it doesn't sound like there's a huge amount of synths on there, even though there probably is. But you can really hear the intro just quite distinctly, can't you? It's like
there's lots of themes going on in that, but I was thinking of deconstructing it and making it like doing the themes obviously with the tune. But actually, I mean, there's so many fiddly bits in it that probably you don't need when you play live.
No, you don't know. And it's quite. I mean, when we're playing live as well, I mean, you treat it like it's 16 tracks, don't you? Usually.
Pretty much, yeah. Try and do that, yeah.
Yeah, because I think that's great, because that sort of like makes it so clear.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The simpler the better, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Also, that's what it was like with with you and Alison. You know, I love that track that Richard put on EIS last week that you've released. What's it called? Alka, yeah, fantastic. Yeah. It's really good.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah.
Is it Japanese, the lady?
The lady's Japanese. It's himself, Brian, and this other chap who actually does video type stuff.
Yeah.
And he spent like a year putting that together. I mean, it's super like edited, and that's why it's so like it's full on, you know.
Yeah.
Very trippy. Did a great job, yeah.
Did you mix it?
No. They mixed it. They do it all themselves. I mean, Brian's, you know, they're all very clever guys. You know, he's actually based in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to come here to master the record, and but of course, you know, COVID happened, so you can't really travel here. You can't.
No. So nobody's going anywhere then, really.
Nobody's going anywhere. No, I mean you can't. What's it like in the UK? Can you go to pubs and stuff still?
Well, they are open, but they've started closing at 10 o'clock. But now they're shutting them back down again. So, but some people are kind of disputing, saying that's not where it's being caught.
Right.
You know, it's kind of being caught in like huge social gatherings. You know, not like, I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
Because they're very careful in the pubs, you know. Like I did a mix with Gareth, and the strong room's got that it's got a bar, it's got that outside bar as well, and it was so nice, Vince. Just sitting outside, you know, or everybody distance, but like just having a pint outside. It was so nice.
Yeah.
But it's probably too cold now, you know. Getting too cold.
Yeah, I mean here it's like I mean the pubs haven't opened. If they sell food, then they can have tables outside, and they've closed some of the streets down.
Yeah,
and they do that, but like you say, I mean it's getting cold now, so that's not happening.
Don't they?
Yeah.
Well, it's the same here. Same rule. You know, if they serve food, they can open, but otherwise, I don't know why that's. Oh, I think it's because people that's the reason, because people get too drunk, and then they get too close. I mean, they've been having like raves and everything over here. You know, like big street parties and everything. That's why. I think that's why it's quite difficult to control them, especially with the young people. I mean, they're, you know, it doesn't affect them, and like they don't really care, you know.
I know. My nephew, my son's, my brother's son, he's at university. He's you know, he's staying in digs, and they all got COVID.
All of them, yeah. They Steve's family had it as well, the nephews and
really,
but it doesn't do anything to them. But you know, do you think we should play that track or the halfway? So this is it's a studio version that we did live of Hey Now, Think I Got a Feeling.
Oh.
Is it?
Yeah.
Was that on there? I don't remember the moon being on there.
Oh, here we go. There's a shiny head. I can't hear it. Can you?
I can't hear it, no. Oh, there's old Fatty singing.
Oh.
I wonder if it's all scratchy like that on the.
It's like
Hmm. So you're allowed to play your own things. I can't hear you now, Vince. What? Oh, it muted itself. Now it's gone back on again. Now. We'll see what happens. I think my internet keeps jumping around from. Richard Evans Green. I think we're back, aren't we? I can't hear you now, Vince. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can't hear you now. What happened? What's happened? I didn't touch anything.
Unmute. I'll just unmute this.
Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
Just got loads of messages from people saying they couldn't hear the film. So we'll play that again at the end to give everyone another chance.
Great. Okay, we couldn't hear it either. I don't know if we, supposed to.
I think that there's a way of me doing. Oh, that's good. Look at that.
You're there now.
Yeah.
That.
I've just changed position on my screen.
Have you?
I think so. Yeah. When I was actually, I'm on Zoom. I'm on Zoom now, aren't I? Yeah.
Yeah, you're on.
On Zoom. Okay. So preferences. Yeah. There's Zoom preferences. I think I can do this. Let me just see.
Put all the switch to gallery view. No. Oh no, there's no sound at all now. They're all saying.
I'm still here.
My sister's saying she can't hear anything. All of them. Richard?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, my sister just said they can't hear any of us talking.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened, whether it was the video or.
I've got nothing left to press.
No. Al, can you hear us now? We can hear you talk. Oh, you couldn't hear the song. No, nobody could hear the song. No. Oh, you got your glasses on, Vince. Your
Got that.
digital glasses. Yeah, you're gonna wear them on stage.
I just found this thing with Zoom where you can do really, really dark things and change your filter and background and all sorts,
Yeah, all gold. Well, that's good. Zoom hat.
There you go, perfect. Look at that. That's me.
Lovely. Oh.
So this. I've got to ask you. This because I didn't. Obviously, I wasn't there. But when you did the BBC thing, the Radio 2 thing.
Oh yeah.
So how was that? I mean, it was.
Well, it was lovely. It was really nice. I mean, you couldn't ask for a more ideal day. Weather-wise, it was beautiful, and garden. I mean, it was all done very like you know how the BBC is. It was all like very strict, with the distancing and all that stuff. Even with tape measures, they had tape, and then it was all in the flower beds, like with the lights and things hidden in the flower beds, and then what was really nice was loads of the people there worked on Top of the Pops, so they're all saying,
Oh,
"Oh, this really takes me back when you were, we were in this doing the Top of the Pops with you guys," and it was a really nice feeling. It was lovely, and just seeing, being with Emma and Val for the day, and Andy, it was really nice.
where did they film it?
Richard probably knows. It was something like it was a hotel, but like a stately home sort of hotel
In Hertfordshire, wasn't it?
Hertfordshire. Yeah, I can't remember what was it called, Burley House or something?
Something like that. I can't remember the exact name.
Yeah, but it was very nice. I mean, they had. I ordered some room service, but what's really weird now is I think I told you this last time, that now you order your food to they bring it to your house, Vince.
Yeah.
Like anything, they bring it to your house. But in the hotel, you ordered the room service, and then you had to go and get it. so they don't come to your room. So they're not. I don't know if they're, because it's spreading germs around the hotel, or if it's.
Well, you have to go downstairs and get it.
You have to go and get it. Yeah. So it's just bizarre. It's just weird, the rules. But I love. I would never ever get deliveries at all, But the few times I have, I've loved it here. It's not like because it's kind of like almost, because it's not like a takeaway. It's like because it's under COVID and you have to do it. It's like they're really nice. The people that come to deliver your food, they're really nice. They say, "Oh, you're right, mate. Like, how you doing?" and things like that. Especially if you tip around, they're really nice. But like I've had McDonald's delivered. It's like,
oh no!
It just feels so decadent, Sorry, that's not my normal food. No.
Because everything's delivered. Before it used to be just takeaways, obviously, but now everything, you can get anything delivered pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's all these places, beer delivery places that just do that.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, which is handy.
Yeah.
And like you say, it's you put the maximum tip on.
Yeah.
Because those guys are taking a bit of a chance.
They don't get paid nothing as well, and they're on their bikes, some of them.
Yeah.
They had. I remember one time, I'm going to do a name drop now, but when I was talking to Debbie Harry, and she said, like, probably in the mid-80s or something, that's all she did. She never ever left her house. This was before, nothing to do with lockdown. She just used to order, deliver house. She didn't have to.
Yeah.
She didn't have to go shopping, do anything. She just stayed in her apartment and ordered everything in the house. And
we can get groceries delivered. We can get whatever, if you want. I go out. I like to go out because I'm just mad.
Yeah.
Go insane,
Yeah.
I just started. Tracy and I just bought bikes.
A bike.
Got bikes, yeah. Well, actually, I'm just fitting a bike up now, but
real ones.
So, yeah.
Not like Peloton, not like virtual
Peloton,
one.
no. So I started doing this thing now. At 5 o'clock in the mornings, I go out for a cycle ride in Prospect Park.
Yeah, lovely.
So it's still dark. It's really surreal. I was running around and then I injured my leg. Ooh. So until that recovers, I started cycling again. And it's so cool. It's such a nice, it's an easy ride. It's not like it's particularly strenuous or anything, And you put all the gear on, you put your mask on and the hat on and everything else, So no one knows who you are or whatever. You can look an idiot. It doesn't really matter, You're just this anonymous black figure going around the park.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm really enjoying that at the moment. It's
I,
yeah.
I just got your bike refurbished things. Look, it's behind me. Where is it? Oh, it's in the living room. Let's see.
Yeah.
Steve said he's going to. Oh, where is it? There it is.
I can see it. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yay! But I just got it all refurbished across the road. And
Yeah.
Steve said he's going to throw it over the balcony in the canal. I said, no, you're not.
Why?
Because I haven't ridden it. I've got like one bike in Miami that his sister bought me. It's really nice, but it's got all British flags over it on it, on the design. So I thought I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb, right, riding around on that. But then I think well, where can I ride to though? And it's only if he's not there, you can kind of ride around to the bay, to the where the ships go out and stuff like that. But
that's nice though.
Yeah, but it's not like I got so many bikes nicked when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so I'm scared to leave them. When you lock them up and you go in the shop or something, I'm always really scared to leave them. Also in London because you go on, you can bike from where I live to Gareth Studio all along the canal. But apparently they're so crowded now, the canals, like with people on their bike.
Right.
So it's a bit sort of territorial, So, and I don't want to be mugged for my bike, It's all right.
Oh, you'll be all right. You're a big lad.
Yeah.
Have you seen Dean lately?
I haven't seen him. No, we've only exchanged emails and texts. He was while we were under lockdown, he was at his mum's house,
right,
with the dog because the dog's up there now, and
they're up north, right?
He's in Ironbridge, which got very badly flooded, but thankfully they didn't get flooded. I've spoken to Kaz. She sold her house in Clapham, so she's looking to move now. Yeah, so it's all going on. I spoke to Julian.
Oh my God,
right.
How's he doing?
Yeah, and he's fine. He was fine. He was so pleased to hear from me. I thought I'll just ring him up out the blue, and I was so glad I did because he had an operation on his eyes because they were getting bad, but they kind of made it a bit worse. It's like it's got like tunnel vision now. Like they've gone sort of blurred around the outside.
Right.
But he's like a digital video artist.
Yes.
I think that's the harm that it's done by staring into them all the time and working in those. I don't know how he creates it. It must be like with pixels and stuff. I don't know. The renderings. I don't know how you do them. Do you?
He was teaching for a while.
Dean was.
Right.
Dean was. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I thought Julian was. Wasn't Julian teaching as well, or?
I don't know.
Back in the day.
I'm not sure. Well, I'm sure I'll ring him up again, so I'll ask him.
Yeah.
I haven't had a roast for ages. We were talking about going and getting a roast with me and Kat. I just don't know because usually you go to the pub or do it yourself. But I've roasted chicken now in the oven, and salmon, stuff like that.
Nice.
But not like the whole shebang, not the whole. When it's one person, you just don't. You don't.
No.
I sort of like make a meal and then it lasts for like 3 days or something, and you get really bored of it. So I just buy soups and things like that and have that, or pasta. The fridge is quite full. Yeah. But we'll both be negative again, Gain. What's that? Steve, from my Steve. Oh. Yeah.
So your mum's well though?
She's fine. She's really fine. Her hair's grown really long. She's lost loads of weight. That her clothes are all baggy, falling off her. But she finds it quite. She can't walk, so
Really?
yeah. So it's a bit. I mean, Dad loves going to see her, and they're just really funny when they go and see each other. She said, my sister said yesterday, the last time he went to see her, he goes, bloody hell, missus, you look like Wurzel Gummidge, because she'd let her hair all grow long. And she goes, oh, fuck off, you cunt, like that, you know. But it's still the same. They're the same, you know. It's kind of, it's so sweet, though, because it's like Al said, they're like a comedy duo when you see them together. It's like Arthur Millard and that what was that other lady called? I can't remember who she's called. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, listening.
I bet you're really, 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 really excited about going to Florida.
Oh my God, Vince, you have no idea. I really am. I'm just like, I was a bag of nerves. Not yesterday, the day before, because I was panicking. Hilda Baker, that's it, Al. Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
and I was a bag of nerves, and then Steve just completely calmed me out, which he does with one sentence, you know, just saying you'll be fine. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But you know, he's the same. Cause it's not like. Well, I think it's been quite a good test, but it's just not how you want to live your life, you know. No. You want to be with the person that you love.
Yeah.
You know. And that's it. And because you just feel so comfortable with each other. And then I said to him, because his sister went down to see him, and she said she was teasing Angel, and she said, "Oh, where's Daddy?" Like talking about me. And he went to the door, and he was all getting all excited and everything. And then the other night, I was sitting here, and it was probably about like 2 a.m. or something. It was like getting ready for bed, and I really felt like he was in the room. Angel was here in the room. I really felt like it. I was just like, I kept like turning on the corner of my eye that he was sitting there, you know. Yeah. So I don't know if it was like me
projecting
onto him, or if they really can do that. I don't know, you know. But
so when are you flying there? When did you go?
Flying on Tuesday afternoon, so from Terminal 5, and so I'll probably, it's not till 2 o'clock, so probably I'll leave about 10 or 9:30. Yeah,
about 10 o'clock you'll be fine, mate.
Yeah, I
don't imagine the airport's going to be particularly busy. We go to Heathrow. You're going to fly to Heathrow from Heathrow.
Yeah, and they switched my seat on me, and I was like, you know, because I purposely picked the seat that was like not going to be near anybody, and they've switched it, and I can't see where it is, where they put me. But it's probably because a couple has like booked, and they want to be, you know, and I don't know, but it'll be fine, you know. I'll just put 2 masks on and cover myself up.
Is that what they say? Do you have to like wear a mask all the way for the whole flight? Yeah,
you have to do that. Yeah, and it's like it's really limited service and stuff like that. So, you know, but there's only I read an article that said there's only been 44 cases of people getting COVID out of all the flights they've had.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like it's not even like getting run over by a car.
It is still nerve-wracking, you know. I don't think I would feel personally. I don't.
I mean,
I can say.
Yeah, my greatest fear, Vince, is like if they say no at the board in the customs, then I have to stay in the terminal and like get another flight straight back home. That's going to be the worst.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be twice, twice in that confinement, and I sort of a nightmare really, that bit.
Yeah, but yeah. So, but you, as far as you know, though, so you can, obviously you can fly, but you're allowed to fly there legally. And then they'll give you a form when you get to the airport, and that to say where you're going to stay.
Yeah, I mean, on the when they ask you for your details for the website for your ticket, they've already asked me where you're staying, what's your have you got a visa, what's the visa number, so they know you.
Right.
They know your status.
Right.
It's like they're apparently what's happened is they're not issuing visas at the moment because nobody can go and work there. Right. Or no, because there aren't any shows on. Do you know what I mean? There's no but because ours is already booked for next year, and because we're writing together, and because you live in the US anyway,
right?
I can come and see you, or you can come see me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite fancy. I quite like the idea. If you're going to be there for 3 months, I quite fancy the idea of driving down to Miami.
Oh my
actually.
God! I don't know how long. How long would it take to get there? 12?
I think it's like 2 days.
2 days.
It's a road trip.
Yeah.
As far as America's concerned, that's nothing. That's just like That's a ride down to the shops.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I don't think we're going to be having Christmas though now this year with the family.
Really?
Well, I mean, I would love to, but I think it's too many people, Vince.
Yeah.
And they've all been to college and everything, and
they've all been around.
Yeah, and it's like we're too vulnerable. It's like, I mean, I've heard someone else said that. I think it was Stevie Nicks said that she can't, that because she has other complications. Being a singer, if you get that, then your careers could be like fucked because it's with your lungs and stuff,
Yeah.
Especially me.
Yeah.
So it's just really, you just have to be really careful. I mean, it's been fine. I think you just don't have to be an idiot.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll probably do our Thanksgiving. As per, but it's the same old people. I mean, Tonya apparently she had COVID and now is over, so she's kind of safe-ish.
Yeah.
Daughter's been tested 4 times so far.
Yeah.
And but nobody's really seeing anybody else. I mean, the kids aren't at school.
Yeah.
I mean, my son is doing videos. He's been doing video schooling now since February or since March of this year.
Oh. So they haven't actually been to school.
No, hasn't been to school or gone on the train, gone the underground. So,
wow.
I think we're touch wood. I think, we've been very lucky and fortunate.
Yeah.
But that's because we have no friends.
No, I'm the same. I'm the same. And that's how I like it. Being, you don't have to have. It's like a million followers and whatever. Or loads and loads of friends. You don't measure who you are by the amount of friends that you've got. Yeah. No. And then we got our own family. You choose your own family.
Absolutely.
And,
all right, mate. I've got to cook dinner.
So we're going to show that last video, or we're going to try and show it again. Hopefully there'll be some sound.
Yeah, I'm on it. Do you want to say goodbye? Say goodbye to all
we're going to say
goodbye.
Say goodbye
Thank
to everybody. Hope we weren't rambling fools.
Andy, good to see you, man.
You too. And I hope
me-
in the flesh in like
Yes.
end of November or something.
Check in when you get to Florida. I want to know that you're safe.
Yeah.
And everything.
Okay, I will do.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, yay! We have the result.
I hear the beat pop through my brain. I feel the pill through my heart. There's not a mean streak in your bones. I gotta go right now. There's a sweetness in your eyes. You better take my good advice. You better keep away from them. I gotta go now. Walk through the city singing hallelujah. Wish for a lover's touch. Wore out the mirror, but it can see right through me. I gotta get the look. Head for the city, feeling kinda lonely. I gotta play the part. Destroyed all the rumors with a stick of wall paint. Hey now, think I got a feeling. I got a hot wire through my brain. I got a sweet talk on the phone. I gotta keep you in my good books. I gotta go right now. You're my heart baptismal fire, and I won't let that feeling go. And though I'm not in any hurry, I gotta go now. Walk through the city singing hallelujah. Wish for a lover's touch. Wore out the mirror, but it can see right through me. I gotta get the look. Head for the city, feeling kinda lonely. I gotta play the part. Destroyed all the rumors with a stick of war paint. Hey now, think I got a feeling. Say it like you mean it, talking that good talk. Walk through the city singing hallelujah. Wish for a lover's touch. Wore out the mirror, but it can see right through me. I gotta get the look. Head for the city, feeling kinda lonely. I gotta play the part. Destroy